Hey, and welcome to Yodit's Table. Today we'll be making this smoked Gouda and jalapeno mac and cheese. This is video 1 of 9 of our Christmas holiday series. I'll be posting every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Of course, if you want to see this specific dish, please stay tuned. Catch you in a jiffy. In order to get started on our smoked Gouda jalapeno mac and cheese, these are all the ingredients we'll be needing. So here I have 3/4 of a cup of macaroni, 1/8 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 of a cup of half and half, a whole bunch of smoked Gouda. It's about 8 ounces of smoked Gouda, parsley flakes for garnish, 1/4 of a cup of jalapenos, and 3 tablespoons of butter. We'll also be using some salt, and on this side I already have some water boiling for our macaroni. It's about 4 cups worth. So let's get to it. All right, so let's get this thing moving and grooving. So like I said, I already have some water that's boiling. We're gonna pop our pasta right in there, and I'm gonna set this to the back while we get started on our smoked Gouda cheese sauce. And do note that the water was heavily salted, so be sure to salt your pasta water. Make it taste like the sea. So I'm using a cast iron. It's one of those baby ass cast irons. So we're gonna just make one of those personalized situations. And so I washed this really quick, so I am just letting the water dry so we can get this thing moving and grooving. Okay, so once the majority of the water is dry, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my butter in. We're gonna allow that to melt all the way and set a timer for your pasta for 8 minutes. We want it to be al dente. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for this to melt, I'm gonna also go ahead and turn my oven on to 350 degrees. Okay, so once that's all nice and melted, we're gonna go ahead and add our flour and give that a nice mix. I personally think the key to a great cheese sauce is the roux that you make for it. You want all the flour taste to be cooked out, but we don't want this to turn brown necessarily. And I didn't say, but my burner is at a 4, so about a medium heat. Okay, so once that's all nice and melty, we're gonna go ahead and add our half and half. And you want to make sure to whisk immediately. And you don't want to stop whisking, just continue until this starts to thicken up a bit. And now that it is starting to thicken up, I'm going to turn my heat down to a low. See how nice and thick that got already? And I'm going to start adding my cheese. And if you find your cheese sauce to start getting thick like this, just go ahead and add some more half and half, no big deal. And it'll bring it right back. So that's exactly what I'm about to do. So you can tell that we brought that cheese sauce right back. And so at this point, we can go ahead and add some additional cheese. And I want to reserve a little bit so we can sprinkle the top. So I have about 1/4 of a cup left. Get us a little arm workout situation. Don't stop mixing. So now that the cheese sauce is combined, I'm going to just give this a little taste. We want to taste for salt. And of course, cheese is hella salty. So we do want to make sure that we kind of gauge if we need salt or not. That is so tasty. I'm gonna add about 3/4 of a teaspoon because of course the cheese is salted and so is our pasta. And so tread lightly on that situation. I'm gonna give this another taste. And I would say that's exactly where it needs to be. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and toss in our jalapenos. These are pickled jalapenos, but you can use fresh jalapenos if you desire. I just like the taste of these, so hell, I'm gonna rock with it. 'Cause can't nobody tell me what to do in my own kitchen.
No, 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 no.
And you can add more jalapenos if you desire. I'm gonna stick to that for now. So to make my life easier, I'm gonna actually add the cheese sauce to the pan that our pasta was baking in. This is a little tight, so we would have some issues. And please be careful because the cast iron is hot as hell. You will burn yourself. And so get all that cheese out. We want to give this a nice mix. You hear that? That's what you want. Take a look at that situation. And then we're gonna flip back over because we'll be putting this into the oven so it can bake a little bit. All right, so at this point, I'm actually gonna try to clean up as much cheese off the sides as I can, just so that way it's not burning entirely. And we're gonna top this with the rest of the smoked Gouda that we have. And we want this to bake for approximately 30 minutes and broil for about 5 minutes. You want that nice golden color atop. And so we'll be back. So this is what our smoked Gouda and mac and cheese looks like right out of the oven. And it smells freaking amazing. So I'm gonna take that parsley and just garnish this very lightly. And then I'm also gonna top it with a couple more jalapenos. There we have it, folks. Our smoked Gouda mac and cheese. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. And if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace until next time.